Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the Scotty B Show. We got the Baltimore Orioles at the Houston Astros. What a weekend it was for Baltimore. They split the 4-game series with Tampa Bay. They didn't do it easily. They did it the way they do it. They come back, 47th comeback win of the year yesterday. Of course, they lost the first two games of the series and then came back and won the last two. So they don't make it look easy, but they come back strong and they do a lot of things well. So congratulations to the Baltimore Orioles. Their magic number to clinch the division is 10. So at least that's what they said on TV. I'm looking at something different, but they say it's 11 on the standings. But the Orioles are 93 and 56. Tampa Bay is 92 and 59. So the Orioles are 3 games up on them in the loss column. Their Tampa Bay has played 2 more games than the Orioles, so that could be big. But also, what's big is the Orioles, when they won the game Saturday, they won the season series against Tampa Bay, which means if they end up in a tie, Baltimore's going to win it. So congratulations again to the Orioles. So coming into Houston is 84 and 66. They're a game half up on Texas, 2.5 up on Seattle. So they've been battling it out in the American League West. They won their last game. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Whereas the Orioles are 5-5 in their last 10. They're on a 2-game winning streak now. So is that going to be an easy game? Because Justin Verlander is on the mound for the Astros tonight to start it off. And Means is pitching for Baltimore. I think it's his second start coming back, first start. But there's a lot of Oriole fans, it looks like, in Houston right now. So let's see how they react today after that playoff clinching game yesterday. And Tampa Bay clinched too. Everybody knew once Texas Rangers lost, the losing team was going to clinch also. But it was such a big win for Baltimore because it put them 2 games up on Tampa Bay again. So they split the 4-game series 2-2. But like I said, the big deal is they're 2 games up on Tampa Bay again, which is huge. Tampa Bay is a good team. They've lost a lot of players, but they're still a good team. So congratulations again to the Orioles, and now you just got to keep moving on and moving on. You want to be the best team in the American League right now. Let's see. Right now, you are 93 and 56. Houston is the second team. They lead the West. They're 84 and 66. So you have a 9.5 game lead over Houston for winning the American League. Minnesota is 79 and 71. But Tampa Bay is 92 and 59. So you got to keep winning on out here as much as possible. Keep the bats going. Keep scoring runs. You want to be the best team in the American League, that's what you're going to have to do. Now, Atlanta has the best record overall, National League and American League at 96 and 53. They are 4.5 up on the LA Dodgers, who are 91 and 57. So you're what, 3? You are 3 games behind Atlanta, and you're 3 games up on the Dodgers for the best record overall. So got to keep scoring runs, plain and simple. Plain and simple. So tonight in Baltimore or Houston, it ain't going to be an easy task. You're going to be going up against Justin Verlander. Hey, Brett. Thank you. Welcome in. Brett says the Mariners have to win at least 2 games of every series to have a chance to make the playoffs. He lives out there by Seattle, so I don't know what happened. I don't have a volume all of a sudden over there. You can hear me on the YouTube. I don't know what happened. Okay. I don't have a volume. For some reason the TV's not coming in. So let's get ready to play this thing. So the Orioles lineup. It'll be Henderson at third base, Rushman at catcher, O'Hearn at first, batting fourth, Hayes at left field, Mullins in center, Hicks in right field, Westberg at second, Kerstad at the DH is batting eighth, and Mateo, the shortstop, batting ninth. And it's going to be Justin Verlander, 24 starts, 11 and 8, 3.39, 143 in the third, 40 walks, 126 strikeouts, and 18 home runs. Teams are hitting 230 off him. I still don't have a volume. What's going on here? So Henderson will lead it off against Verlander. And then Rushman and O'Hearn. There we go. You can hear him now. So, yeah, let's see how the Orioles react after that big weekend with Tampa Bay. Is there a letdown tonight? Let's hope not. Let's hope the bats keep scoring. They had a lot of hits yesterday. So keep the bats awake, keep them going. I know a long-time Oriole fans are very happy. So Gunnar Henderson steps in the box. Verlander on the mound. The first pitch. Gunnar Henderson, fly ball into right center field. And it's going to be caught in front of the warning track, and there's one pitch, one out. So Adley Rutschman comes up, hitting 270 with the 789 OPS. So Rutschman will be batting left-handed, of course, against Verlander. I'll tell you what, that game yesterday tired me out. Wow, wiped me out. I had to lay down afterwards. First pitch to Rutschman is a strike on the outside corner. 19 homers, 73 RBIs for Adley, 143 games. Doing the catching today. Strike on the outside corner again, 0-2. Boy, he's going to call that all day or what? The 0-2 pops it up, out behind second. Shortstop has it. There's 2 outs. So I'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, who's hitting 295 with the 822 OPS. O'Hearn had a big bunt yesterday. Laid down, I think he said it was the first time he laid down a bunt in his career. So he 13 homers, 55 RBIs in 99 games for O'Hearn. Good morning, Lynn. Ball outside, 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. We're just getting underway here. The pitch, outside, 2-0. Drives it down the right field corner. That's going to end up with a double at least. O'Hearn heads for second. Here comes the throw. And O'Hearn holds up at second base with 2 outs. So that'll bring up Austin Hayes, who's batting cleanup tonight, hitting 282 to 781. Ryan O'Hearn, man, I'll tell you, that was a big call up when you called him up and when you signed him and then called him up. I'll tell you, talk about a big help. He's been the big help, especially with Mountcastle being injured. First pitch, outside for ball, 1-0. So 2 outs, runner at second. Hayes, 14 homers, 62 RBIs, 133 games. Low, 2-0. Verlander sets the pitch. High. Three balls, no strikes. Verlander steps off. Was it Verlander? Yep, Verlander steps off, so that's his first. See, my brain ain't working today. It's Monday. We're supposed to be awake on Monday? Monday was sleep all day. 3-0 to Hayes. 2 outs. Runner at second. Takes ball 4 outside. So runners at first and second now. That'll bring up Cedric Mullins, hitting 246, 755. Two outs, first and second. Top of the first. Mullins stands in there. There's a strike, 0-1. $14 homers, 69 RBIs, 103 games for Mullins. Got injured a lot in the second half. Fouls it off, 0-2. He's 3 for 7 with the double and a walk against Verlander in his career. What is going on here? Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. We'll go to bottom half. We're scoreless. Mr. Anonymous, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Coming up for the Astros will be Altuve, Bregman, and Alvarez. All right, let's get back to it. Man, I got to turn the volume down. Nobody blowing my eardrums out. All right, take a look at the Astros batting order. Altuve as second, Bregman at third. Batting third would be Alvarez, the DH. Batting fourth, first baseman Abreu. Batting fifth, Tucker in right field. McCormick in left. Pena is short, center field Dublin, and catchers Maldonado. John Means, his second start back from Tommy John surgery. He's 0-1, 5.40, 5 innings. Struck out one, gave up 2 home runs. They hit 263 in that game off him. So left-hander, John Means. Altuve steps in the box. Altuve hitting 311 with the 939 OPS. Fly ball, deep to left field. Off the wall, off the top of the wall. Altuve had tried in with a double. Almost got thrown out because he wasn't running very fast. Almost got caught. He was just jogging. I think he thought it was a home run. Off the top of the wall there, the scoreboard wall, I guess you call it. Yeah, just probably about 5 feet. So Houston starts it off with the leadoff double. Hey, Rob. Well, Tuvi almost got thrown out on that, but they're taking a look at it. The umpires are. But it looked like on that replay hit the top of the wall about 5 feet below the top. So Bregman will be coming up to third baseman, hitting 269 with the 814 OPS. Is that their oh, really? So they're saying it hit the fan. Guy in a blue shirt. It was fan interference, but they said it was not a home run. So I don't know. Brandon Hyde's out talking with the umpires, trying to delay the game for some reason. Come on, Brandon Hyde, just get you back in the dugout. I had a long day today. All right, done with that. Runner at second, nobody out. Bregman will come up to third baseman, 269, 814. John Means, 23 homers, 95 RBIs for Bregman, 149 games. The pitch, low for ball, 1-0. There's a strike at the knees, 1-1. On deck is Alvarez, their DH. Six for 13 against the Orioles, Bergman. Pops it up, shallow right center field. Aaron Hicks is going to take it. There's one out. So 1 out. Runner at second. Alvarez at DH. Hitting 300 with the 1.004. I like it when they call up these guys. All right. Lefty against lefty. Alvarez takes a ball, 1-0. Alvarez in 102 games, 28 homers, 93 RBIs. Just having a very good year. Very good year. There's a strike, 1-1. 1 out, runner at second. We're in the bottom half of the first. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going on right now. Fouls it back, 1-2. I hope everybody's doing great on this Monday. Me, I didn't want to get out of bed at all today, but that's the way it goes, right? Get up and go make $1. 1-2, 1 out, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the left center field. Caught by Hayes. Nice catch by Hayes. Caught it on the run. Had to, almost overran it. Had to kind of reach back when he jumped up. 2 outs. Altuve did not move on for some reason. Yeah, Austin Hayes had to reach over his head behind him almost. Nice catch by Hayes. So runner at second, 2 outs now. Abreu comes up, hitting 233, 654, takes a strike. Must be the Astros City Connect uniforms. Outside, 1-1 that they're wearing tonight. 15 homers, 81 RBIs, 129 games for Jose Abreu this year. Fouls it off, 1-2. His first year for the Astros. Career against the Orioles, he's hitting 350 with 10 homers and 42 RBIs. But when he was with the White Sox, he was dangerous. Not so much this year. High and tight, 2-2. Low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Here's the 3-2 from Means. High, mocked him. So now you got Tucker, the right fielder, comes up hitting 283 with the 873 OPS. Doesn't get easier. So first and second with 2 outs. Tucker, 27 homers, 105 RBIs, and 145 games this year. Left-hander against left-hander. Fouls it back, going 1. Leads the American League with 105 RBIs. Season against the Orioles in 3 games, 4 for 12. The pitch from Means, outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, first and second. We're in the bottom half of the first. We're scoreless. Astros are threatening. McCormick is on deck. Here's the pitch. Base hit, right center field. Hicks gets there. I think it's going to get 2 runs in. Well, no, only 1 run will score. It's 1-0 Houston as Altuve scores. So runners go to second and third. 2 outs. 1-0 Houston, bottom half of the first. So Hicks did a good job in right field cutting that off, but they get only 1 run on it. Here's McCormick comes up, left fielder, 264, 867. Takes a first pitch strike. 20 homers, 64 RBIs in 104 games this year. Lines it right to third at Gunnar Henderson. He catches it, and that'll do it for the first. We'll go to top of the second. It's 1-0 Houston. All right, coming up for the Orioles, top of the second, it'll be Hicks, Westberg, and Kerstadt. We're doing the DHing today. Houston leads it 1-0. We're going to top of the second. No runs, 1 hit for the Orioles. 1 run, 2 hits for the Astros. Justin Verlander's on the mound for the Astros. He threw 14 pitches in the first inning. Is that right? All right. So Hicks will stand in the box. 260 with a 754 OPS. Hicks the first pitch for the ball. 8 homers, 34 RBIs with New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles this year. Been a good add-on to the team when Mullins got hurt. Here's a strike, 1-1. Pops it up right at home plate. Maldonado's underneath it. There's 1 out. So that'll bring up Westberg. He's hitting 270, 742. Another fine young player they brought up this year. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Westberg. Pops it up. over by first. Abreu catches it. There's 2 up, 2 downs. So Kersak comes in to DH. He's hitting 250. One homer, 1 RBI. He played in 3 games so far this year. The pitch. Fouls it off, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Fouls it off again, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on top of the second, 1-0 Houston. The 0-2. Fly ball in the left field. It's going to be caught. That'll do it for the top of the second. Verlander gets through it quickly. We go to bottom half. It's 1-0 Houston. All right. Let's see if we can catch up on some scores going on. Woo. So in the top of the 8th, Cincinnati leads Minnesota 7-2. Miami and the Mets are tied 1-1. Miami swept the Braves. Middle of the 6th, White Sox lead the Washington Nationals 6-0. What is going on over there in the Nationals? Bottom of the 5th, Phillies lead the Atlanta Braves 4-1. What, the Braves trying to lose every game now? Top of the 4th, Cardinals and Brewers are scoreless. Top of the 3rd, Texas leads Boston 1-0. Late game today, Colorado's at San Diego, Seattle's at Oakland, Detroit's at the Dodgers, and Cleveland is at final score, Kansas City beat Cleveland 6-4. And everybody was waiting on that one. I know, I'm just not with it today. It's Monday. Should have the day off today. Happy birthday to the United States Air Force today. So coming up for Houston to be Pena, Dubin, and Maldonado. I have to learn his name. So John Means on the mound. He threw 20 pitches in the first inning. Pena, the shortstop, stands up. Right-hander against the left-hander. First pitch is a ball on the outside, 1-0. Fouls it off, 1-1. Yeah, no, we got to let the White Sox win one game here and there. 138 games, 10 homers, 49 RBIs for Pena. Bounces a foul, 1-2. Well, I just feel bad for the the White Sox. Yeah, Brian, you're right. Welcome in, Brian. Thanks for coming back. There's a ball, 2-2. The pitch, low and inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tough task tonight against Verlander. Pops it up out behind first. O'Hearn is there. 1 out. So Dubbin, is it Dubbin? Center fielder. Tuesday, September 19th, 5 to 6 p.m. You can meet the Bird and Mr. Splash. Wow. Don't let them get you wet. The first pitch, low and inside, 1-0. He's hitting 280 with the 724 OPS. Got some Orioles fans in the stands there. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Houston. Low and away, 2-0. Nine homers, 41 RBIs in 120 games. Strike, high strike. We'll take it, 2-1. Thanks, Rob. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Mean sets, pitch. Ground ball, line shot right to third. Sorry. Henderson, another line shot. There's 2 outs. Gunnar Henderson's got his eyes open today. That'll bring up Maldonado, the catcher. He's hitting 188 with a 594 OPS. First pitch to Maldonado, swing and a miss. Hitting 188 on the year. 13 homers, 33 RBIs in 108 games. Low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Houston. Fouls it off. 1-2. Time called by Maldonado. Here's the 1-2. Low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Ground ball foul. Two and two, 2 outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Lines it in the left field for a base hit. So Astros have a runner at first with 2 outs. And go back to the top of the order, Altuve. So Altuve went for 1, scored a run. Doubled his first time up off the top of the wall. They had to replay it to see. It was a fan interference, and he did double anyway. So first pitch is a strike. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Got him with that change, way out in front of that changeup. Ground ball up the middle of the second. Jordan Westbrook has it over to first. That'll do it for the second inning. It's 1-0 Houston as we go to the top of the third. It'll be Mateo, Henderson, Rushman. All right. So coming up for the Orioles, Mateo, Henderson, Rushman. I mean, Mateo yesterday when he went from first to home and that double in the left field corner. It's like, oh, yeah. Talk about a man with speed. There you go. He's having a rough year this year with a 215 batting average, but he still has that great speed. Oh, I can't get motivated. It's Monday. Get some runs going, heroes. Brian, you do a little celebrating for the O's yesterday, or? All right, Mateo steps in the box. Verlander has thrown 21 pitches in the first 2 innings. He has struck out 1. Right-hander against right-hander, takes a strike right down the middle. Mateo, 7 homers, 32 RBIs, 107 games this year. Strike, high strike. Wow. 0-2. Yeah. Well, 10 is the magic number, Brian. Right? 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Well, the announcer said 10, but on the standings, I thought it said 11, but maybe I was wrong. Ball outside, 1-2 to Mateo. Line to the third, 1 out. So Mateo lines out to third base. And that'll bring up Gunnar Henderson, who's 0 for 1 today. 257 on the year. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Lines it in the right center field. Base hit, and it gets past the right fielder. It's going to go for a double at least. He's heading for third. Henderson going to third. Here comes the throw, and he's in safely. Gunnar Henderson's 9th triple of the year. Woo! He picked up speed after he touched second base. Once he saw that ball get past the right fielder, it was like there was another speed. He took it. Man. So Andy Rushman comes up. He's 0 for 1, 269 on the year. So Orioles have a runner at third. 1 out. Need to get every run we can against Verlander, that's for sure. Rushman foul tips it, strike 1. Anderson with his 9th triple of the year. He checked swing, but went around. Yeah, got to get this guy in. You're playing against Verlander. You got to get a run in when you can. 0-2, 1 out, runner at third. On deck is O'Hearn. Santander has a night off. Lines it into left field. Caught. What a diving catch, but they ain't going to make a play at home. McCormick might have hurt himself diving for that ball. Oh, Henderson scores, and it's 1-1 ball game. McCormick, nice diving catch on that. We'll give him his dues on that. There's 2 outs, nobody on. A nice play by Henderson, getting back to third to tag. So we're tied, 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. O'Hearn comes up, doubled his first time up. Outside, 1-0. Yeah. How good are you, right? Oh, O'Hearn checked the swing on a curveball that come in at him. The curve or a slider. Kind of checked his swing and it broke right in on him. Almost dropped fair. So 1 ball, 1 strike, two outs, nobody on, 1 run in. Swing and a miss, 1-2. So that was his curve. So that must have been the slider last time. I don't know. I think Verlander had the slider. I don't know. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, base hit between second and short. Wow. Ryan O'Hearn with the single and 2 outs, runner at first. So Austin Hayes comes up. He walked his first time up. So 2 outs, runner at first. Hayes at the plate, takes a strike. Now, can you imagine without O'Hearn the injuries Mountcastle's had this year? Foul tips it, 0-2. Yeah, definitely beating Verlander big time. Well, getting John Means back, and if he can pitch a good game tonight, that's another big thing. So 0-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. We're going to bottom of the third. Orioles score 1 on 2 hits. It's 1-1 ball game. Coming up for the Astros will be Bergman, Alvarez, and Abreu. All right, we'll get back to it as we go to bottom half of the third. 1 run, 3 hits for the Orioles. 1 run, 3 hits for the Astros. Coming up would be Bregman, Alvarez, and Abreu for the Astros. Yeah. It's not an easy night for the Orioles, but so Means has thrown 39 pitches, 25 for strikes. So Bregman comes up. He's 0 for 1 today, 269. Yeah, Brett is a Mariners fan, Brian. Brett is out in Seattle. First pitch is a strike, 0 1. Texas Repo, how are you? I think so, yeah. Outside for a ball, 1 1. Orioles are a team that is sticking together. They play together. They play very well together. There's a strike, 1 and 2. Yeah, I think the Orioles can go deep. Why can't? I mean, they got the best record in the American League right now. They got the second best record in the MLB. So I think Bautista's coming back. It sounds like he had a good bullpen session yesterday. There's a ball, 2 and 2. If Bautista comes back, definitely. Well, nope. Ground ball, shortstop Mateo has it over to first. 1 out. No, they don't. They don't have that. But they don't. They didn't have a lot of things this year. They have 47 come from behind wins this year, which means they don't give up. Ball low, 1 and 0 to Alvarez. Alvarez 0 for 1 today, 298 on the year. Swing and a miss, 1 and 1. Just outside, 2 and 1. 2-1. There's a high strike, 2 and 2. One thing about baseball is you watch teams, and like the Orioles, they find ways to win all the time this year. They found ways to win, found ways to come back and win. There's a ball in the dirt, 3 and 2. Does that mean they're World Series team? I don't know until they get in the playoffs and see how they handle themselves. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Low for a ball, he walks him. So Jose Abreu comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. His ball, 1 and 0 to Abreu. So 1 out, runner at first. We're tied 1-1, bottom of the third. My voice is still coming back after yesterday. I lost my voice yesterday's game. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Fly ball deep in the left center field. It's going to be off the wall. Mullins has it, gets it back in quickly. And Alvarez only makes it as far as third. So runners will be at second and third with one out. He crushed that, but Mullins played that ball perfectly well off the wall. Mullins played that ball perfect. So Tucker comes up. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. He doubled his first time up. So pitching coach comes out to talk to Means. Well, you got McCormick behind him, Brian. He's a little less dangerous, but see what they do here. One out, second and third. Houston's 840 OPS with runners in scoring position. Baltimore's 837. No double play here, second and third. Yeah. Ball outside, 1-0. Second and third, one out. 1-0. We're tied 1-1. Pops it up over by first. And O'Hearn's going to run out of space over there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we beat Orioles beat Tampa Bay in the season series this year. You know, Houston's no small task. We know that. But that's what it's all about. But the Orioles are going to get a bye if they end up as the top team, or top 1 or 2. What they're going to be number 1. So they're going to get a bye. Outside 2-1. Is that going to help them? The team that has no playoff experience, getting a bye like that, they're going to get them rested, feeling better. Pops it up behind the plate, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at second and third. We're tied 1-1. The bottom of the third. Tucker's at the plate. On deck is McCormick. Fouls it off again. Oh, Henderson, no. Pops it up. Shallow center. Mullins running in and makes the catch. Nice play by Mullins. Here's the throw home. The tag. He's out at home. Mullins throws him out at home. What a play by Mullins. Woo. Lord have mercy. What a play. Let's see if they challenge this tag at home or not. Oh, that's close at home. The tag was so high up, they're not going to challenge. All right. We're going to top of the fourth. We're tied 1-1. Be Mullins, Hicks, and Westberg coming up for the Orioles. All right. All right. So we're going to top of the fourth. 1 run, 3 hits for the Orioles. 1 run, 4 hits for the Astros. Verlander's thrown 38 pitches, struck out 2. Cedric Mullins, Anthony Hicks, and Westberg will be coming up. Mullins just made the great throw from center field. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Mullins. Mullins hitting 245. Struggling at the plate, but he's doing fine in the outfield. Fouls it off, 0-2. Yeah, that was a high tag. I'm kind of surprised they didn't challenge it, too. Mullins calls time. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it off. Here's the 0-2. Check, swing, foul. Anthony Hicks on deck. Ground ball at first. Ryu throws it over to Verlander. They get him. Get him by a step. There's 1 out. So Aaron Hicks comes up. He's 0 for 1. 259 on the year. They got a good record against in Houston against the Astros since 21. So Hicks stands in the box. 1 out, nobody on. We're in top of the fourth. 1-1 ball game. I don't know what the heck Verlander's doing. He's standing there. There we go. There's a strike. Low and inside, 1-1. Nice curve, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Oh, Verlander's working awful slow tonight. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. 2 outs. So Westbrook comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. 269 on the year. Got Hicks way out in front of that changeup. Low in the dirt. 1-0 to Westbrook. 2 outs, nobody on. Yeah, Verlander's a good man to have. Nice little curve. Oh, called that a ball. 2-0. I watched Verlander from the time he came up when he was pitching for the Tigers. Strike on the outside, 2-1. There's strike two, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. We'll go to bottom half of the fourth. We're still tied, 1-1. It'll be McCormick, Pena, and how do you pronounce that guy's name? Is it Dubon? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, thanks, Dubon. Okay. Let's take a look at some scores. Well, we got a minute. I think it's a final score. The Mets beat Miami 2-1. Bottom of the eighth, White Sox lead the Nationals 6-0. Phillies lead the Braves 7-1. Top of the seventh. I don't know what's up with the Braves all of a sudden. St. Louis leads the Brewers 1-0. Top of the seventh. Top of the fifth, Texas and Boston are tied 1-1. Where am I? There'd you go. So warming up, Colorado's at San Diego. And everybody else later on tonight. So we'll go to all right, coming up for the Astros will be McCormick, Pena, and Dubon. Yeah, you're right. There's the first pitch. Ooh, called that a ball. 1-0. So Means is throwing 60 pitches. There's a strike, 1-1. There's the 1-1. Fouls it off. Yeah, all the Tiger fans want him to come back when he's ready to retire, sign a one-day contract, retire a Tiger. You know. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, did he hit him? Almost. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High for ball, 3-2. Houston Oilers. Check swing. Walked him. So that'll bring up Pena to shortstop. He's 0 for 1, hitting 262. I never went to a game when I lived in Houston, but I went to a concert there. Saw the Rolling Stones and ZZ Top at the old Astrodome. But I definitely glad that they took the hill out of center field. Runner at first, nobody out. There's a strike. Bounces it foul. 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Pena at the plate. Dubon on deck. Here's the 0-2 from Means. Fly ball shallow. Oh, out behind first. Westberg has it. And there's one out. Got to wait for the camera guys sometimes. I don't know why these MASN camera guys are slow catching up sometimes. So Dubon, the center fielder, comes up hitting 279. 0 for 1 today. One out runner at first. We're in the bottom half of the fourth. We're tied 1-1. Fly ball in the left field. Austin Hayes moves over. He's got it. There's two outs. So two quick outs. Runner at first. Maldonado comes up, the catcher. He's 1 for 1 today. Hitting 190 now. Get a base hit, and your average jumps up 2 percentage points. You know you're having a rough year. There's a strike, high strike. Yeah, you're right. There was a flagpole on that hill. Low for a ball. 1-1. I lived in Houston back in the early 80s, like 82, 83. Here's the 1-1. Bounces a foul, 1-2. Who is the greatest running back for the Houston Oilers? Who is that? Here's the 1-2. Two outs, runner at first. Foul ball down the left field line. Yeah, Earl. Yeah, there you go. Earl Campbell. Yeah. That guy could run through a freaking house and not even notice it. I think he used to get like 45 carries a game and stuff. I mean, it was crazy how much they ran that guy. 1-2. Strike three looking on the outside corner. We're going to top of the fifth. We're still tied 1-1. It'll be Kurtzstat, Mateo, and Henderson. All right. So at the end of 4, 1 run, 3 hits for the Orioles, 1 run, 4 hits for the Astros. Coming up for the O's would be Kjerstad, Mateo, Henderson against Justin Verlander and the Houston Astros. Yeah, his thighs were huge. Well, it's like the Lions finally gave Barry Sanders a statue out in front of their field there Sunday after all this time. So we're tied 1-1, and I don't know what's going on. They're slow coming back. Watching everybody cooking up some food. Man, oh man, they know how to cook down there in Houston, that's for sure. Yeah. Man, got some good food down there, that's for sure. Kjerstad comes up, he's 0 for 1. Hitting 200 on the year. Verlander has thrown 50, I think 52 pitches, 53 pitches so far. 53 pitches now. He has struck out 4. Ball 1 to Kjerstad. High and outside. Fly ball in the right field. Going to be caught in front of the warning track. 1 out. Mateo comes up. Excuse me, guys. Mateo comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. 214 on the year. Nice looking ballpark, though. Here's a strike. 0 1. Ground ball in the hole for short. Oh no. Pena had no chance. Mateo running. You are not going to get him if you got to go in the hole. I don't care what shortstop you are. So 1 out, runner at first. Mateo can run. So Henderson comes up, 1 for 2. He scored the lone run of the game for the Orioles. Got a triple. Hitting 259 now. Yeah, I know it. Every strike 1. You do not leave there hungry, but you have to check your cholesterol and everything after you're done. Because everything is, there's no care in the world for health when you eat the food down there. Lions base hit, left center field. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 out. Second hit of the game for Henderson. So Anthony Rushman comes up. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. So the Orioles are kicking their heels up a little bit here. Yeah, deep fried beer. Yeah. Have you ever had cheese beer? Cheese soaked in beer. It don't sound good. Place in Frankenmuth, Michigan does that. So Rushman comes up as they're talking about it on the mound right now. Rushman 0 for 1 today. Hit 269 with a 787. So Orioles kicking up their heels. First and second, 1 out. First pitch is high and outside, 1-0. The pitch fouls it off, 1-1. Nice curve. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is O'Hearn. First and second with 1 out. Ground ball. Hot shot ground ball to first. First baseman grabs it, tugs first. And the other 2 guys go to second and third. 102 miles per hour off the bat. So Brady makes the grab, tags first base, didn't have time to get anybody. So second and third with 2 outs. And that brings up O'Hearn, who's 2 for 2 today with the double. Nice base hit would be big right here. Time called. Verlander's hit with the pitch time clock, or what do you call it? Pitch time violation. The clock ran out. So ball 1 on O'Hearn. So 1-0, 2 out, second and third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Don't piss Verlander off because he'll just pitch better. That's the problem with Verlander. When you think you got him down and you piss him off, he just gets better. One and one. Fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off again. Stays 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2 again. High and outside, 2 and 2. Second and third, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th. We're tied, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the shallow center field. Base hit. It's going to get 2 runs in for the Orioles. Just a blooping base hit in the shallow center field. The center fielder could not get there, and it's 3-1 Baltimore. So Austin Hayes comes up. He's 0 for 1. Just a slider that O'Hearn gets his bat on, and just a slow Hayes 0 for 1 today. Walked his last time up. 3-1 Baltimore now. 2 outs, runner at first. Outside, 1-0. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Gets away from Maldonado. That'll get the runner down to second. Wow. 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 Yeah, Maldonado needs to get in front of that, not backhand it. So 2-0, 2 outs, runner at second now. The pitch. Ground ball to short. Pena over to first. That'll do it. They get 2. We go to bottom half of the 5th. Orioles lead it 3-1. Coming up will be Altuve, Bregman, and Alvarez. Columbia fan is in the house. What is going on, Columbia fan? My tennies are very expensive. Oh, yeah? You didn't buy those at Walmart? So coming up for Houston as we go to the bottom half of the 5th, it's 3-1 Baltimore. It'll be Altuve, Bregman, and Alvarez. Happy birthday to the United States Air Force. So Altuve's 1 for 2 with the run scored, hitting 312 on the air. He has a double. First pitch is grounded foul past third. Columbia fan, thank you for coming by. Always appreciate you. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball foul. John Means on the mound for the Orioles. 76 pitches thrown. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 1-2. Who's welcome then? Who you welcoming? Who you welcome? Here's the pitch. So grounder foul. Yeah, they do. They have a very good lineup. Deep fly in the left field. Deep. Hayes back, and he catches it right in front of the windows. Catches it right in front of the windows. Or right in front of the bullpen. I call it the windows, so. So 1 out. That'll bring up Bregman, who's 0 for 2 today. 268 on the year. That was deep. If he would have hit it to the left, it was a home run. So 0-1 on Bregman. Ball 1-1. Fly ball in the right center field. Mullins is there. 2 up, 2 down. So I bring up Alvarez, who's 0 for 1 today. He walked. Sitting 299 on the year now. Always an honor to have Columbia fan in the house. The pitch. Low for a strike. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Baltimore. Fouls it off, 0-2. Are these your City Connect uniforms, Texas? Here's the 0-2. Fouls it off again. Oh, wow. New Balance. What do we got going on here? Oh, time called by the batter. So 0-2, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Mateo's right there, has it. Throws him out at first. We're going to top of the 6th. It's 3-1 Baltimore. Coming up, Mullins, Hicks, and Westberg. All right. All right. So at the end of 5, it's 3 runs, 6 hits for the Orioles, 1 run, 4 hits for the Astros. It'll be Mullins, Hicks, and Westberg due up this inning. So we can take a quick look at the scores. Top of the 9th, Phillies leads Atlanta 7-1. I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. Cardinals lead the Brewers 1-0. Texas leads Boston 2-1 in top of the 7th. At the end of 5, warming up, Colorado, San Diego, and in the top of the 1st, Seattle and Oakland are scoreless. So Mullins leads it off. Verlander comes back out. Mullins squares around the bunt to third and safe at first base. Mullins and his speed. So Mullins squares around, bunts it down to third baseman. Bergman grabs it. Bregman throws it to first, but just not in time. Good play all the way around. Just the speed beat it. Ooh. Oh, I think he might be out. He might be out. They're going to review it. Houston has to review it, so he might be out. Take a look here. Boy, that's close. That is close. So Hicks will be coming up. He's 0 for 2. Let's take another look. I think he's out. Calling the field's overturned. Runners out. So 1 out. So Hicks comes up. He's 0 for 2 today. 258 on the year. So 1 out, nobody on for the Orioles here in the top of the 6th. They lead it 3-1. There's a strike to Hicks. Verlander's pitch count's at 72. I don't know how long they've been letting him go this year. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ground ball. Oh, softly hit. Shortstop grabs it. No chance. It's a slow grounder. I don't know where the second baseman was because it was the second base side of second base, and Pena came over there and got it. I don't know. Pena got it and couldn't get it there in time, of course. So there'll be a runner at first with 1 out, and Westberg coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. 267 on the year. Ball 1-0. 1 out, runner at first. Top of the 6th. There's a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Fly ball in the center field. Dubon has it. There's 2 outs. Got to bring up Kjerstad. He's 0 for 2 today. I don't think Verlander's going to get to 300 wins. That's the only thing. I don't see him getting to 3. Yo, Adrian, what is going on? Are you singing karaoke tonight? Lynn's looking for somebody to sing with. There's a strike to Kjerstad. 2 outs, runner at first. We're in the top of the 6th. 3-1 Baltimore. Did he go around? No, he did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yo, Adrian, Lynn needs a singing partner for karaoke, so. Throw over to first. Back in time. That's the first disengagement. The 1-1. Another curveball. 1-2. You're relying on that curveball a lot tonight. The 1-2. Inside. 2-2. 2 outs. Runner at first. On deck is Mateo. Line's it, base hit, left center field. So runners are at first and second with 2 outs. So Mateo comes up. He's 1 for 2 with the run scored. Hit 217 this year. Wow, that ball came off his bat at 107.6 miles per hour. So Orioles have him at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. 3-1 Baltimore. Mateo at the plate. High for a ball, 1-0. I don't know how many pitches they've letting Verlander throw this year, but he's getting up there. He's at about 85. High and inside, 2-0. The catcher's coming out. There comes the pitching coach coming out to talk to him. Miller's out there talking with Verlander. I don't know what's going on. All right. Sosa is warming up in the bullpen, left-hander. Sosa. So 2-0, 2 outs, first and second. Boy, Verlander's just been working slow all game. There's a strike, 2-1. I don't remember Verlander pitching this slow. I haven't seen him in a while, though. Here's the 2-1. Fouls it back, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Fouls it off again. 95 mile per hour fastball. It's showing 87 pitches now. 2 outs, first and second. 2-2 is the count to Mateo. Swing and a miss. We're going to bottom of the sixth, 3-1 Baltimore. It'll be Abreu, Tucker, and McCormick coming up for the Astros. So John Means is out. Fujinami is in. John Means' second start since coming back from Tommy John surgery. Pitched very well. No, Means is done for tonight. Fujinami coming in. Fujinami makes me nervous. So it'll be Abreu, Tucker, and McCormick coming up for the Astros. We're going to the bottom of the sixth, 3-1 Orioles. 3 runs, 8 hits for the O's, 1 run, 4 hits for the Astros. Fujinami, 59 games, 7 and 8, 4 holds, 6.90 earned run average, 75 2/3, 82 strikeouts, 41 walks. Giving up 9 home runs. Teams are hitting 242 off him. This guy makes me nervous, though. So Abreu would lead it off 1 for 1. He doubled and walked. High and inside, almost hit him. 1-0. Ugh. The 1-0. Fouls it off, 1-1. Orioles have got to get their bullpen figured out now. If Batista's coming back, that'll be the big kicker right there. Here's the 1-1. Drives it into left field. Austin Hayes has it, and there's 1 out. So Tucker comes up. He's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. 284 on the year. So 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch. Outside, 1-0 to Tucker. On deck is McCormick. I don't know what's going on. These pitchers are moving slowly tonight. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One and 1, 1 out. The pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2. 3-1 Baltimore here in the bottom half of the 6th. Astros was 1 out, no 1 on. Here's the 1-2. Check, swing, foul. One, two again. Fly ball in the left field. Hayes jumps and can't get that. That went off the wall. And he's going to go to third. And here comes the throw. And no throw to third. So Tucker triples off just above Austin Hayes' glove. I see. I don't think it went off the wall. Went out, got just over his glove. He hit the wall, but the ball didn't hit the wall. The ball hit the farther back, the indented wall, right there. So runner at third with 1 out. McCormick comes up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. 283 on the year. There's a strike, 0-1. Yeah, right where the indent starts. Austin Hayes jumped up, but he jumped up into the wall. The ball didn't hit the wall. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So 0-2 now. Be a big strikeout right here. Pops it foul. Pena's on deck. Oh and 2, 1 out runner at third. Bottom of the 6th, 3-1 Baltimore. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off again. Astros have Montero and Sosa warming up in the bullpen. So we'll see the 0-2 one more time. Lines it up the middle, base hit. Westberg was pulled in, and that ball was hit on the ground like a line shot. Got underneath his glove. Right at Westberg, and it just ate him up. So it's 3-2 now. 1 out runner at first. Pena comes up. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 0-1 now. Fouls it off 0-2. 1 out runner at first, 1 run in. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Bottom of the 6th. You want to show you the best team in the American League? Here you go. Outside, and it gets past Rushman. And McCormick still second. He was going on the pitch. So runner at second with 1 out. His 19th stolen base of the year. Fujinami just threw it past Rushman. So 1-2 count on Pena. Outside, 2-2. Really? No home runs since July? Perez is warming up in Orioles bullpen. Ground ball to third, foul ball. Dubon is up next. So 2-2 on Pena. 1 out runner at second. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and almost hit him. And the ball goes all the way back to Fujinami just threw that one Almost hit the batter in the head. Wild pitch. Geez, 2 wild pitches. Yeah, almost gets the batter in the head. That's how bad it was. Three and two now. 1 out. Runners at third again. Boy, Fujinami just makes me so nervous. Foul ball. Looks like they got the infield pulled in. So Jacob Webb has joined Perez in the bullpen warming up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, base hit, left field. We're tied 3-3. Man, oh man. Runner at first, 1 out. Wild pitch, Fujinami. Gosh, darn it. Dubon comes up. He's 0 for 2 today. 279 on the year. It's a hard grounder. Base hit the left field. So we're tied 3-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Brandon Hyde out. Got to get Fujinami out of there. Well, while they're doing the pitch change, let's check the scoreboard. Top of the 8th, Texas leads Boston 2-1. Boston has the bases loaded with 1 out. In the middle of the 2nd, Colorado's beating San Diego 1-0. Bottom of the 1st, Seattle and Oakland are scoreless. But Oakland has runners at first and second. Oh, no, that's 3rd out. Okay. Warming up, Tigers at the Dodgers. Final score, Kansas City beat Cleveland 6-4. Cincinnati beat the Twins 7-3. The Mets beat the Marlins 2-1. And the White Sox beat the Nationals 6-1. Phillies beat the Braves 7-1. And the Cardinals beat the Brewers 1-0. What's up with the Braves, man? Braves are just dying all of a sudden. Well, I don't like. I know everybody's hoping for Fujinami with that 100 mile per hour fastball to do well, but he is who he is, and you bring him into a game you're winning. He's a pitcher that you bring into a game you're losing. That's my opinion. So Jacob Webb is going to be the new pitcher for the Orioles, right-hander. But Fujinami's got to be one of the guys that comes in when you're losing, not winning. It's 3 runs, 8 hits for the Orioles, 3 runs, 7 hits for the Astros here in the bottom of the 6th. There's 1 out, runner at first for Houston. Webb in 49 games, 1-1, 11 holds, 3.65, 49 to third. Struck out 53, giving up 6 home runs. Teams are hitting 191 off him. Don't help when you throw 2 wild pitches in 1 at bat. All right, let's get back to it then. So Dubon comes up to the plate, 0 for 2 today. Runner at first, 1 out. Webb sets. Fly ball foul down the right field line. Pena's at first. 11 stolen bases, but he's been caught 8 times, I think they said. So the 0-1. Oh, almost hit him. Jacob Webb almost hits a batter. What going on here? 1-1 now. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch to the Bond. Throw over to first. That's a first disengagement. Runner's back. So the 1-1 pitch. Outside 2-1. Two and one now. Just outside 3-1. One out runner at first. 3-1. 3-1 count. Bottom of the sixth. We're tied 3-3. Fouls it off. 3-2. Orioles need a nice little easy double play ball right here. Maldonado's on deck. Fouls it off. They didn't give me a. They usually give us, I think, in the seventh inning, the attendance. I haven't heard. Outside, he walked him. So runners are at first and second with one out. Maldonado's comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Sounds pretty loud in there, though. I don't see any empty seats from the camera. It's low for a ball, 1-0. Even the outfield seats look like they're full from looking at the camera. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One out, first and second. We're in the bottom half of the sixth. We're tied 3-3. Maldonado at the plate. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Maldonado takes the timeout. First and second, one out, 1-2 is the count. Altuve's on deck. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. There's 2 outs. So 2 outs, first and second. Altuve comes up. He's 1 for 3 with the run scored. Got a double today. Jacob Webb on the mound for the Orioles. Altuve at the plate. The pitch. Drives it into left field. Fair territory. Mateo goes out to get it to throw home. He's safe. 2-run score, and it's 5-3 Houston. Altuve ends up at second base. He drove that down to the left field corner. The camera couldn't see it. I had to wait for him to tell me what was happening. Let's see if we can see it on this camera shot. Drives it off the left field wall, just fair territory, just to the right of the foul pole. 5-3 Houston. Hey, Jets fan, what's going on, man? So Bergman comes up, takes a ball. He's 0 for 3 today. So the Astros have opened this up at 4 runs here in the bottom half of the 6th, and they lead it 5-3. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2 outs, runners at second. Just strike 1 and 2. Montero's warming up in the Astros bullpen. So Verlander's done for the night. Fly ball in the right field. Hicks has it. Stops the bleeding. They score 4 runs. We're going to top of the 7th. It's 5-3 Houston. Coming up for the Orioles will be Henderson, Rushman, and O'Hearn. All right. Go to the top of the 7th. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Orioles. 5 runs, 8 hits for the Astros. Montero is a new pitcher for the Astros. It'll be Henderson, Rushman, and O'Hearn. New York Jets, how's things going? Oh, really? Who'd they get? I didn't hear nothing. So Henderson's 2 for 3 today, scored twice, 260 on the year. So Verlander goes 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 5. So Montero, 63 games, 3-3, 10 holds, 4.83, 63 in the third, 73 strikeouts, 28 walks, giving up 11 home runs. Teams are hitting 263 off him. Is he that great of a player you forgot his name? Henderson drives the first pitch in the right center field. That'll end with the base hit. So Gunnar Henderson with his third hit of the night. So Andy Rushman comes up. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. 268 on the year. Henderson cracks the first pitch. So the Orioles have 47 comeback wins. They got the 47th yesterday, Sunday night. They lead the league in comeback wins. The pitch is outside for a ball to Rushman. You think he's good? So do you know who he is or what? 1-0 to Rushman, runner at first, nobody out. Low for a ball, 2-0. $19 homers, 74 RBIs for Rushman. Greatest quarterback the Jets ever had. I don't know. 2-0. Oh, 3-0. Heard the Rams are looking to shop around Stafford. 3-0. Inside, but it's a strike. 3-1. Pat Mahomes' little brother. Well, fly ball in the left center field. That's off the wall. That's gonna. Here comes Henderson's going to score. Here comes the throw, and he's safe at home plate. And Rushman goes to second. That ball ricocheted where the bullpen is. I call it the windows, and it bounced around in there for a minute. Gave Henderson a chance to score all the way from first. Rushman make it to second. That ball just kind of bounced off two different walls back in there. Man, that's crazy. Looks like a garage door, if you ask me. Wow. So it's 5-4 now. That did not help the Astros at all. Home field turf did not help. So Hearn will come up. He's 3 for 3 tonight with 2 RBIs. Got a double. 5-4 now in the top of the 7th. Runner at second. Nobody out. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden it's 0-1 on O'Hearn. Fouls it back 0-2. They're showing replays while they're pitching, I guess. So 0-2, runner at second. $13 homers, 57 RBIs for O'Hearn. Ground ball up the middle, off the pitcher's foot, and everybody's going to be safe. So Rushman gets over to third. O'Hearn gets his 4th hit of the game. So they're at the corners with nobody out. Austin Hayes comes up. He's 0 for 2 with the walk. Excuse me. What if Patrick Mahomes was on the Jets? Yeah. The Jets wouldn't draft him, would they? So it was off the pitcher's foot. They're out there checking him right now, the training staff. It's 5-4. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Top of the 7th. Hector Neris is warming up in the Astros bullpen. Did you guys finally sign Kaepernick? Is that what it is? Would you guys pay Kaepernick $1,000 a year? So Austin Hayes comes up, looking for his first hit of the game. 14 homers, 62 RBIs on the year. 5-4 Astros, top of the seventh. Runners at the corners, nobody out. First pitch is a ball. Maybe you guys can get Tom Brady out of retirement. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Did you guys win Sunday? Did you beat the Cowboys or no? 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it off, 1-2. Wow. So 1-2 now. The pitch, low in the dirt, 2-2. Orioles have them at the corners. Nobody out. Top of the seventh, 5-4 Houston. Mullins is on deck. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. Boy, he's swinging at a bad pitch there. My goodness. So 1 out now, runners at the corners. Cedric Mullins comes up. He's 0 for 3 today. Struck out once. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. $14 homers, 69 RBIs on the year for Mullins. Low and inside, 1-1. I don't know, Rob. Time to trade Fujinami, though. Here's the 1-1. Low, 2-1. 1 out, runners at the corners. Drives it down the right field corner. That's fair ball. There comes 1 run in. Here comes O'Hearn, and he's going to be out at home plate. Orioles tie it up 5-5. I don't know why they sent O'Hearn home. He was not going to beat that throw. O'Hearn gets thrown out, but they tie it up. Hey, Texas, we'll trade him. Trade him to Houston. Are they going to? So 2 outs, runners at third. We're tied 5-5. He was counting on a bad throw, and he didn't get it. It was a perfect throw to home plate, and got him out. So Hicks comes up. He's 1 for 3. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Tell you what, we'll leave Fujinami out there. You guys leave Matero out there. We'll see who scores more runs. It'll end up being 20-20. Fouls it off. 0-2. So we're tied 5-5 in the top of the seventh now. 2 outs, runner at third. Here's the 0-2 to Hicks. Ground ball over the head of the pitcher. Second baseman has it over to first. He got him. We'll go to bottom half of the seventh. Orioles come back to tie it up. 5-5 in the seventh inning stretch. Coming up for the Astros will be Alvarez, Abreu, and then Tucker. All right, let's get back to it as we go to the bottom of the seventh. Klum is the new pitcher for the Orioles. 55 games, 5-1, 20 holds, 2.31 earned run average, 46 and 2/3, 53 strikeouts, 3 home runs given up. Teams are hitting 224 off him. Yeah, he said they did, Brian, but he can't remember who it was. So Abreu lead it off. Oh, Alvarez, I'm sorry. Alvarez fly ball in the left field. Excuse me. Alvarez flies out to left for 1 out. So Abreu comes up now. He's 1 for 2 today. He's got a walk. Got a double. The pitch, Abreu takes a strike. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the seventh. We're tied 5-5. Jose Abreu at the plate, 15 home runs, 81 RBIs. Got a double and a walk today. Deep fly in the center field. Deep, going deep, and gone. So Abreu puts Houston back on top 6-5. Just over the 405 mark. So 6-5 Houston now. You're in the bottom of the seventh with 1 out. Tucker comes up. He's 2 for 3 today. He's got a triple and a double and an RBI. Hey, peace. Have a good night there. Have a good night, Jets. Here's the pitch. Squares around the bunt. Ball low, 1-0. King Tucker. Low for a ball, 2-0 to Tucker. 27 homers, 106 RBIs on the year. 285. So lefty against lefty. Here's the 2-0. Squares around the bunt, fouls it. So Brehu home run, but just over the 409 marker. I apologize, not the 405, 409. Giving the Astros a 6-5 lead. Here's a 2-1 ground ball to third. Henderson has it, throws him out. 2 outs. I like Henderson at third better than Urias. So that brings up McCormick, who's 1 for 2. He's got a walk and RBI. He scored a run. 2 outs, nobody on with 1 run in for the Astros. A solo homer by Brehu. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Bauman is warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. The pitch, high, curveball, 2-1. Curve or change? Might have been a change. 20 homers, 65 RBIs on the year for McCormick. High, 3-1. On deck is Pena. This might be Colum's last batter, and they'll bring Bowman in to pitch to Pena. The pitch low, he walked him. So 2 outs, runner at first. Let's see if they go get him. Bring in Bowman, I think. Yep, here comes Hyde. So Bowman will come into the game. 6-5 Houston, bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, runners at first. Pena's due up. Another pitch and change. We'll check the scoreboard again. Bottom of the 9th, Boston leads Texas 4-2. Bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 3rd, Colorado leads San Diego 3-2. Bottom of the 3rd, Seattle leads Oakland 1-0. Middle of the 2nd, Detroit and the Dodgers. Tigers and Dodgers are scoreless. Final scores of the day: Kansas City beat Cleveland 6-4. Cincinnati beat the Twins 7-3. The Mets beat the Marlins 2-1. White Sox beat the Nationals 6-1. The Phillies beat up on Atlanta 7-1. And St. Louis beat Milwaukee 1-0. Sound like a 4-game losing streak for Atlanta? Yeah, it's a 4-game losing streak for the Braves right now. I don't think anybody's going to catch him, but it's kind of crazy. No, he's just a reliever. Bautista and Cano are the closers. Bautista's one that's injured right now. So Mike Baumann comes in, 57 games, 9-1, 6 holds, 3.75, 62 and a third. He struck out 60, walked 32. He's given up 6 home runs. Teams are hitting 221 off him. So Mike Baumann comes into the pitch. Pena's up to bat. He's 1 for 3. He's got an RBI and a run scored. Pena with 10 homers, 50 RBIs on the year. 2 outs, runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 6-5 Houston. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Mateo has it, flips it to second. Mateo backhands it to second. They get him. We're going to go to the top of the 8th. It's 6-5 Houston. Coming up for the Orioles will be Westberg, Kirkstad, and then Mateo. I'm sure we're sure we'll see a pinch hitter or two in there. It's a good game. Well, it could, but it couldn't. I mean, Houston's got to win their division. You know, Orioles are 9.5 games up on Houston. So we'll go top of the 8th, 6-5 Astros. 5 runs, 12 hits for the Orioles, 6 runs, 9 hits for the Astros. It'll be Frazier coming in to pinch hit for Westberg. Frazier hitting 249, 717. Hector Neris is the new pitcher for Houston, 64 games, 6-3, 27 holds, 1.93 earned run average, 60 and 2/3 innings, 68 strikeouts, 28 walks, 7 home runs given up. Teams are hitting 170 off him. So Frazier comes up to pinch hit for Westberg. Frazier, left-handed batter. First pitch is a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. So 1 out. Kirkstad's due up. See if they got a pinch hitter for him. Kirkstad comes in. He's 1 for 3 today. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Nurse comes in throwing strikes. Low for a ball, 1-1. There's a strike. 1 ball, two strikes. Santander is on deck. Going to pinch hit for Mateo. 6-5 Houston, top of the 8th. 1 out, nobody on for the Orioles. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, base hit, right field. So runner at first with 1 out. Santander comes up, batting .252 with a .796 OPS. Santander pitch hitting for Mateo. And here comes the pitching coach, comes out. Talk it over with Nurse. Meeting of the mind of the minds. Meeting of the mound on the minds. Or something like that. All right. So Santander will get his first at bat tonight. He'll be batting left-handed. Kirkstad's second start since he's been called up. His first 2-hit game. So Santander, 27 homers, 84 RBIs in 141 games this season. Hitting .252, .797 OPS. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. The Brett says the Mariners are winning tonight. It's an 0-1 pitch. Fouls it back, 0-2. On deck is Gunnar Henderson with his 3 hits. Nearest sets, here's the pitch. Fouls it off. The pitch, low, bounces in the dirt. Maldonado blocks it. Runner does not advance, so 1-2. 1 out, runner still at first. Here's the ball, 1-2 strike. In the dirt again. Another one blocked by Maldonado. 2-2. Runner stays at first. That thing bounced way before home plate. So 2-2, 1 out, runner at first. Top of the eighth. Santander at the plate. Fouls it off again. Cano is warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Fouls it off again. Nice little 2-run pop right here. Come on, Santander. Just a little 2-run pop right here. Gunnar Henderson's on deck. The 2-2 again. Fouls it back. So this will be pitch number 9 to Santander. Two and two, 1 out, runner at first. Top of the eighth. 6-5 Houston. Santander at the plate. Nuris on the mound. Here's the pitch. High. 3-2. 3-2 now. 3-2, 1 out, runner at first. I don't think the runner goes either. Kirsten is not a runner. He can't be going. 3-2, 1 out, runner at first. Here's the pitch again. Swing and a miss, strikes him out. Splitter low splitter. Santander goes down swinging. There's 2 outs. That brings up Gunnar Henderson, who's 3 for 4, scored 3 times, has a triple. Oh, Maldonado. Something wrong with the catcher, Maldonado. Trainer's out there. I don't know what happened. He got hit on the backswing. What happened here? See if they show it. Nope, he's going to be okay. So trainer goes back to the dugout. So 2 outs, runner at first, top of the eighth, 6-5 Houston. Gunnar Henderson at the plate, 3 for 4 today. Umpire comes out. Okay. Umpire warns the pitcher he's got to have the eyes on the batter before he pitches. Ryan Presley is warming up in the Astros bullpen. The pitch, low for a ball, 1-0. 27 homers, 79 RBIs for Gunnar Henderson. Sounds like he's going to be the rookie of the year this year. Low, did he go around? He did not. 2-0. High for a ball, 3-0. Three and 0 now. On deck is Adley Rushman. Strike, 3-1. So 3-1 now to Henderson. The pitch. Lines it foul down the right field line. It looked like the fastball, not the splitter. 3-2, 2 outs, runner at first. Top of the 8th, 6-5 Houston. Adley Rushman on deck. Henderson at the plate. Nearest on the mound for Houston. Henderson pops it down the left field line. And that's going to get into the stands. Foul ball. So it stays 3-2. Yeah, Kerstat's going to be taken off on 3-2. Time called by the pitcher. I don't know if that's a disengagement or not. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 looking right down the middle. Fastball, not a sink. So we're going to bottom to 8, 6-5 Houston. Dubon and Maldonado and then Altuve for Houston. All right. So we're going to bottom of the 8th. 5 runs, 13 hits for the Orioles. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Astros. Dubon, Maldonado, and Altuve are due up. See if Bauman comes back out for the bottom of the 8th. I believe he does. So Bauman comes back out for the 8th. Dubon leads it off, takes a high, 1-0. Dubon's 0 for 2 today. He's walked and scored a run today. 279 on the year. Frazier goes to second, Urias goes to third, and Henderson moves over to short for the Orioles. There's the strike, 1-1. 9 homers, 41 RBIs on the year for Dubon. Fouls it off, 1-2. Fly ball down over by first. It's going to get out of play. Stays 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball at first. O'Hearn has it. Tags first. There's one out. So that'll bring up Maldonado, the catcher. He's 1 for 3 today. Astros lead it 6-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. One out, nobody on. Bauman on the mound for the Orioles. Maldonado at the plate for the Astros. The pitch. Deep fly ball in the left center field and out of here. Solo home run for Maldonado. His second of the game. That makes it 7-5 Houston. Wow. There's that batting average up to 191 now. So 7-5 Houston now. Altuve will come up. He's 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, a run scored. He's got 2 doubles. There's one out, nobody on, 1 run in. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Altuve. Pops it foul, 0-2. 17 homers, 48 RBIs for Altuve this year. Fly ball. Oh, second baseman has it. Little blooper to second. There's 2 outs. So Bregman, the third baseman, comes up. He's 0 for 4 today. 267 on the year. 7-5 Houston. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's a strike. 0-1. $23 homers, 95 RBIs. I didn't hear an attendance thing, Texas, so I honestly don't know on that. 1-1 count. Outside 2-1. Tampa Bay Rays have the day off today, so if the Orioles lose, their lead will go down to 1.5. Fouls it off. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball in the right field. Mullins has it. Right center. We're going top of the 9th. 7-5 Houston. It'll be Rushman, O'Hearn, and Hayes. 2, 3, 4 hitters. All right, so we're going to top of the 9th. Presley will be coming in the game for Houston. Yes, sir. Oh, really? He's had his ups and downs this year. Okay. Coming up for Baltimore will be Rushman, O'Hearn, and Hayes. See if we can catch some scores before they come back from commercial. Bottom of the fourth, San Diego leads Colorado 7-3. Seattle leads Oakland 3-0 in the middle of the fifth. Bottom of the third, Dodgers lead the Tigers 1-0. Let's get to it. So Presley's going to be the new pitcher for Houston. Ryan Presley, 60 games, 3-4, 30 out of 35 on saves, 3.45 earned run average, 60 innings, 68 strikeouts, 12 walks. He's given up 7 home runs. Teams are hitting .219 against him. So Rushman leads it off. He's 1 for 3. He's got a double, 2 RBIs. He scored a run. $19 homers, 75 RBIs on the year for Hadley. The pitch. There's a strike on the first pitch. Inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One and two on Rushman. On deck is O'Hearn. Low for a ball, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 looking. Boy, that was low. So 1 out. That was a bad call strike, but it is what it is. So 1 out. O'Hearn comes up. He's 4 for 4 tonight with 2 RBIs. Got a double. There's a strike. Gibson against Brown tomorrow night. Low and outside, 1-1. Gibson for the Orioles, Brown for the Astros. 13 homers, 57 RBIs for O'Hearn this year. Another 8-10 start tomorrow. Fouls it off, 1-2. The pitch, low for a ball. 2-2. O'Hearn, ground ball, base hit, right center field. 5 hits for O'Hearn tonight. So Hayes comes up. He's 1 for 4. Hayes, base hit center field, first and second, 1 out. Cedric Mullins comes up. He's 1 for 4 with a double. RBI. So first and second with 1 out. So the Orioles are shaking it up a little bit. 1 out. First and second, top of the ninth. Low and inside, almost hit him in the foot. 1-0. 14 homers, 70 RBIs for Mullins. Here's the 1-0. Pops it foul. 1-1. On deck is Hicks. 1-1, 1 out, first and second. The pitch to Mullins. High for a ball, 2-1. Orioles lead the league in comebacks. 47 of them. Here's the pitch. Mullins drives it deep to right field. This thing is out of there. It's a 3-run homer for Cedric Mullins. And it is 8-7 Baltimore. 3-run homer for Cedric Mullins. His 15th home run of the year. And it's 8-7 Baltimore. Their 15th hit of the game. 16th hit of the game, excuse me. Woo! And here comes Anthony Hicks. He's 1 for 4 today. Wow. Wow. Is this their 48th comeback win? Everybody always says the Orioles are not good enough, but they find a way to win these games. I've been watching them all year. They find ways to win this game. 8-7 Baltimore, 1 out, top of the ninth. The pitch to Hicks, outside, 1-0. Crushed it about 5 rows deep in the right field, right center field. Just over the bullpen, probably 4 rows past the bullpen. Wow. Ball outside, 2-0 to Hicks. Presley looked good, the first batter. Unbelievable. That's one word for it. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside part, 2-1. On deck is Frazier. There's only 1 out. Nobody on, 3 runs in. Low for a ball, 3-1 to Hicks. And all of a sudden, Presley can't do anything right now. He's thrown 20 pitches. 8 homers, 34 RBIs for Hicks this year. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 3-2. So Cano is going to be coming in for the Orioles now that they have the 8-7 lead. Low for a ball, he walked him. So Hicks is at first with 1 out. And here comes Frazier. He's 0 for 1. Pinch hitter for Westberg. Orioles. Just unbelievable, these comeback wins. This could be number 48 right here. Everybody always says they're not good enough. They find it. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate to Frazier, 0-1. Runner at first, 1 out, 3 runs in. Frazier, 13 homers, 60 RBIs on the year. Fouls it off, 0-2. This does not surprise me one iota. I've seen it time and again all year long. Here's the pitch. High and outside, 1-2. Hicks is at first with 1 out. Maton is warming up in the Astros bullpen. The pitch. Fouls it off. Stays 1-2. On deck is Kjerstad. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Frazier. So 2 outs. Runner at first. That'll bring up Kjerstad, who's 2 for 4 tonight. First 2-hit game of his career. Oh, yeah. I didn't say this was their 48th. I said this could be their 48th. So Kjerstad stands in there, left-handed batter, takes the ball outside, 1-0. Hicks is at first with 2 outs. We're in the top of the ninth, 8-7 Baltimore. Fouls it off his foot. Ouch. 1-1. Don't do that, young man. You just got up here. You're going to put yourself on the IL doing that. Oh, not Perez. Why do you have Perez warming up? Don't bring in Perez. Throw over to first. That's the first disengagement from this at bat. One and one. 2 outs, runner at first, top of the ninth. Strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Alvarez, Abreu, and Tucker are due up. Low and in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and there goes the runner. Safe at second. So Hicks gets down to second as the ball got away from Maldonado. So runner at second now with 2 outs, 2-2 is the count. So 2-2, 2 outs, runner at second. The pitch. Strike 3, looking low, right at the knees. We're going to bottom of the ninth. Orioles 3-run homer gives them an 8-7 lead. It'll be Alvarez, Abreu, and Tucker coming up for the Astros. It's not going to be easy. All right. So we're going to bottom of the ninth. Aaron Hicks is taken out. Kirkstad is going out to the outfield. Eight to seven, Baltimore. We're going in the bottom of the ninth. Orioles scored one in the third, two in the fifth, two in the seventh, three in the ninth. Houston scored one in the first, four in the sixth, one in the seventh, one in the eighth. 16 hits for the Orioles, 10 hits for the Astros. It'll be Alvarez, Abreu, and Tucker. 3, 4, and 5 hitters. It's going to be tough. Austin Hayes goes from left to right. Kirkstad goes to left field. So Cionel Perez is a new pitcher for Baltimore. I don't agree with this at all, but do what you got to do. Perez, 59 games, 4-1, 9 holds, 3.22, 50 in the third innings, 42 strikeouts, 23 walks. He's given up 2 home runs. Teams are hitting 268 off him. He has been better of late. Alvarez 0 for 3 today with a walk. Lefty against lefty. So here we go. Bottom of the ninth, 8 to 7 Baltimore. Ground ball to third. Urias has it. Oh, and it gets away from O'Hearn over at first base. Are you kidding me? A routine ground ball, and he throws it away. How? Wow, are you kidding me? Was that Urias' fault or O'Hearn? My God. How? Just grabs the ground ball, throws it over to first. Looks like it ate O'Hearn up in the. I don't like Urias at third. He doesn't have the arm strength to be there. Runner at second. Nobody out. Wow. So Myers comes into pinch run for Alvarez. Abreu comes to the plate. 2 for 3 today. Solo homer, a double, and a walk. First pitch is a ball. Are you kidding me? 16 homers, 82 RBIs for Abreu now after hitting that solo homer. Drives it deep into right field. It's going to be caught right at the Warner track. Myers tags and goes to third. So the tying run is at third base with 1 out. That'll bring up Tucker, who's 2 for 4. He's got a double, a triple, and an RBI. So what do you do here? You walk him? Try and set up double play, or do you walk the next 2 guys, Tucker and McCormick? Because then you got Pena. I'd rather pitch to Pena than these 2 guys. 27 homers, 106 RBIs. I know he's a left-handed batter, but Jesus. So Perez throws it, ball 1. Lefty against lefty. Kyle Tucker's 1 for 5 with the strikeout against Perez in his career. It's 1-0. Low 2-0. Canoa's warming up. Too late though. 1 out, runner at third. 2-0 is the count. We're in the bottom of the ninth, 8 to 7 Baltimore. The pitch. Fouls it back, 2-1. On deck is McCormick. Here's the 2-1. High, 3-1. 3-1 to Tucker. Here's the pitch. High chopper to second. Flips it over to first. Myers holds up at third base. I don't know if he was supposed to go or not. That was a high chopper where he had time to get home. I don't know what he was thinking. He stayed at third base because Tucker drove it into the ground and the ball came up. And, wow, Myers just stood there at third base. Wow. I'm surprised. So McCormick's 2 up. Yeah, so the Orioles do not have a DH any longer. So Hyde is out there making some moves. Okay, so James McCann is going to come in and play first. O'Hearn is going to go out and play. Oh, wait a minute. McCann's going back. So O'Hearn is going out to left field from first base. So we're still waiting to see who they're moving where. So Perez is done. They're bringing in Cano. So Cano's coming in. We'll have to wait and see who got moved where. O'Hearn went to the outfield. Who's going to play first? No, one thing. McCormick's going to be the batter for Houston. He's 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Got an RBI and a run. Astros have a runner at third with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the ninth, 8-7 Baltimore. A 3-run home run in the top of the ninth. Let's put the Orioles in lead. Why the Astros better win? Got money bet on that one? We know Cano's going to come in and pitch. I just don't know who's playing where. All right. So he's just a gambling man. That's why, Ashton. Ain't no big deal. Everybody's welcome here, no matter what team you root for. Everybody be nice. Be nice. Mullins hit a 3-run homer in the top of the ninth. Okay, so McCann is going to first. O'Hearn is going to left field. I don't know if McCann has played first with Baltimore or not. Cano's coming in, 65 games, 1-3 record, 29 holds, 1.97 earned run average, 68 2/3, 58 strikeouts, 11 walks. He's given up 4 home runs. Teams are hitting 223 against him. So Cano's in. Runner at third, 2 outs for Houston. McCormick at the plate, takes a strike. "20 homers, 65 RBIs for McCormick this year. Joe 1. 0-2 on the outside part of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. It's 8-7 Baltimore. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Orioles win this game. The 48th comeback of the year. Somehow the Orioles find a way to win it again. A 3-run homer for Cedric Mullins in the top of the ninth. Orioles win it 8-7. Woof. What is going on? Back to back to back. So that's 2 comeback wins right there in the ninth inning. What a game. Somebody had to win it, and the Orioles did it again. 48th comeback win of the year. Their 94th win of the year. They go 2.5 up on Tampa Bay. Which is big. Tampa Bay had, I don't know what I said. Tampa Bay had the day off today, so the Orioles win puts them 2.5 up on Tampa Bay. 3-run homer by Cedric Mullins in the top of the ninth. Can't get any better than that. Final score 8-7 Baltimore. The winning pitcher is Bowman. He goes to 10-1 with a 3.82. Losing pitcher is Presley. He drops to 3-5 with a 3.84. The save goes to Cano, who gets his 7th save of the year and 1.96 earned run average. Appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Another great ending for the Orioles. Their 48th comeback win leads the league. So congratulations. Tomorrow night's game's at 8:10 p.m. If I'm available, I'll do it again. Cedric Mullins, 3-run homer, top of the ninth, did it this time. Again, thanks for coming out, everybody. Everybody have a great day, great night, whatever the case may be. We'll see you next time on the Scotty B Show.